You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out. Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. Now, will Ja Morant stop? What is it going to take for him to stop? Is it going to take the NBA severing their deals, their contracts, his endorsements, everything? Is it going to take a total severing of the NBA from Ja Morant? Because obviously suspensions ain't cutting it. Warnings ain't cutting it with Ja Morant. You feel me? Even though when you have a young person, you always have to give a young person room to grow in all walks of life. He's 25. I believe so. You feel me? So if he's not 25, don't cut up in my comments. But yeah, in a sport like that, he's young. So some people will argue, you know, a person needs room to grow, but he's already been suspended twice for showing off blicks. One time it was an 8-game suspension, and then the second time was a subsequent 25-game suspension, to my knowledge, right? And those warnings ain't stopped him yet. Y'all see what it's done so far? Nada. But I have footage of Ja Morant, you know, doing this thing with making a blick gesture with his hand. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I thought this was his first time. Y'all, I'm not a big sports fan at all. I'm not. You know, I used to wrestle, play football all my life, but as far as watching something on TV, just sitting there watching people play these sports, it ain't never been my thing. So I thought this was the first time that Ja Morant did this, but let me show y'all. Roll it. I'm not going to waste my time personally, you know, warning a grown man that has already been warned by the NBA. He's already been threatened to, you feel me, take what he got. So, you know, some hard head make a soft some people are bad, just like you got bad kids. And Ja Morant, you feel me? He may look at it as entertaining his fans. Regardless, he may look at it like, I'm gonna push the lines with entertain. I'm gonna give my fans what they want out of me, whatever it costs me. You feel me? But next we have Young Thug, who was looking at violating the terms of his probation. He was actually up for it because the prosecutors were asking the judge, look, listen, he didn't put this tweet up calling the people on this case a liar. On top of that, some things that he said and done been looked at as threats. We're asking you to, you know, revoke his probation, which could have landed him doing 20 years plus. You feel me? But we have the results of this and what actually happened when they went in to get it done. And this is going to surprise you. But before I do, gotta ask you to like this. You know what I'm saying? This gets me in the algorithm, you know, and it lets more people view this video just like you're viewing it. Share this with whoever you can, whenever you can, if you got the time and patience. But for me, what I personally need you to do, if you mess with me and if you be rocking with the wheelchair people that's out here trying to get it, like people that's walking, subscribe to the channel. But if you don't want to do it now, you can wait to the end of this video and I'm going to be there at the end to remind you. Last but not least, notification bell, keep you notified on everything this channel provides. All right? Now let me get you this footage. Roll it.
Order continuing defendant on probation. Upon consideration of the state's April 2nd motion to revoke defendant's probation, which alleges a violation of the terms and conditions of defendant's probation for having posted a picture of a particular law enforcement officer with the caption, "Biggest liar in the DA office." I love the fact that she didn't put Viverito's name because that was clearly a lie in their motion. And defense April 3rd response. And having reviewed the terms and conditions of defense probation imposed by this court, the court declines to revoke defendant's probation based on the violation asserted. Ordered by YSL Whitaker. Take that L, Fulton County. Within 24 hours, you took a fat L.
I really think this ordeal was way bigger than what they're making it seem like. A tweet that wasn't even a threat is the reason that y'all would be willing to revoke a man's probation. This ain't no little time he got. The man took 15 years probation, right? And ran consecutive, which means separate, 15 years probation, and then 20 years if he doesn't complete that 15 years. And I was trying to find out if it was another stipulation that gave him an additional like 5 years, but I wasn't able to conclude that. But I originally reported in like, it was like 40 years that he took, which is why, you know, the 15 and the 20 only add up to 35. So I was like, dang. But either way, way too much time for them to be violating a person over something petty, man, y'all. You feel me? Like, I believe that what really happened is they were offended and they felt challenged by Young Thug. I feel like Young Thug, after them they're trying to convince the world, and they're standing on every level of Atlanta law enforcement and legal system. They're pushing that Young Scooter passed because he jumped the fence and he suffered from a leg injury, which, you feel me, which cost him his life. Here comes Young Thug making a post talking about some, you know, the autopsy came back, street was popped. I bet they looking at it like basically saying Young Scooter was popped, right? I bet they look, you feel me? How would they feel? You feel me? This is a big time celebrity. A lot of people follow him. A lot of people listen to him. He has way too much influence. He directly challenged the status quo, the higher ups. And I believe, you know, there's no coincidences. Right after he do that, they're talking about violating them. Come on, man, make it make sense. But it's up for y'all, whatever y'all think. But I do gotta ask y'all, do y'all think Young Thug need to be thanking any and every God that exists that they didn't violate him? And he need to really go sit down for 15 years, sit down, chill, eat sandwiches and soups and no, I'm just saying, fall back and enjoy your freedom for the whole duration of your probation, man. Go and get it. That's what I'm saying. Do y'all think he need to do that, or do y'all think, you know, Young Thug ain't doing nothing wrong, man? Let him live his life, man. He gonna make mistakes. You feel me? Let him express himself, man. He cool. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Along with that, like, share this. As I told you in the beginning, I was going to remind you to subscribe. What we doing here? Last but not least, notification bell that keeps you informed on everything. This is the self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news channel on YouTube at this time, The Real Soda TV.